What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be reacting to WWE's Reddit subreddit, their own subreddit. Especially, I don't know how often I want to do these. I know it's kind of cliche now. Every content creator in the WWE landscape is doing a subreddit video or just reacting to Reddit. But I don't want to make this too consistent of a video or a series. I think I mainly just want to do it after each pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call them. Either way, we got r/WWE. We're going to react to the top for today. Also, doing it after PLEs, we could talk about wrestling. It gives my thoughts to some of what's going on in current WWE. So I think it'll probably be like a once a month thing. We'll see. Either way, here we go. Starting off, we got Jay running it back at War Games. Jay running it back at War Games. I can't play too much because of copyright. But yeah, so Jay just running it back. I think it's a little ridiculous. I really don't care too much for Jey Uso as of right now. I think Jey Uso, when he was at his best, was the right-hand man to Roman during the head of the table in the big 1,316-day title reign. And now he's just kind of fallen into just saying the word yeet. There was no heel turn. There was no nothing. I think Jey Uso has a lot of potential, especially with a potential heel turn on the horizon. Doesn't look like that they're going to be doing that, and I get it because merchandise. I mean, it is what it is, though. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, especially when people you want don't get pushed. I don't know if you can see him a little bit. LA Knight, yeah. When you don't want them pushed, and I know you can say LA Knight's kind of just a one-worded gimmick too, sure, but at the same time, I view LA Knight more of a Stone Cold type with using yeah and what. While Jay, he legit just makes it his entire gimmick. Like midway through a War Games match, you're running it back. You're doing your full entrance again. It's a little ridiculous. I think Jay has a lot of potential, but it is what it is. This was another thing. Going around. So there was a mystery man at War Games who cost the babyface team at War Games, and he stomped him. So there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of rumors. Over the last couple of months, there's been the rumor of Austin Theory joining the Vision, and it's probably the clear runner. I think it's Theory. I don't know. They made the way he was moving. It just, I don't know. Like, I think Theory makes the most logical sense, just because of the rumors and all that, but I don't know. I don't see Theory. Like, they're showing this kind of a side-by-side. I think he's a little bigger. I think he's stockier. And I know Theory's been got off the TV for a while, so it's possible that he did like a Randy Orton transformation, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, anytime I see that person in the hood, it's just, I don't really see Theory. But I think logically, Theory probably makes the most sense. I know Seth was going around. I don't think it's Seth. I think Seth's legitimately hurt this time. How come neither of them are in the Hall of Fame yet? Well, I'm assuming these are just the Spanish announce team. Because I don't know either one of them. That's why. I'm not saying that I dictate, but best spot of the night. Was a double drop kick. All right. I guess. Is that? Okay. What if it's LA Knight? I don't think it's gonna be Knight. But there's other names like Mox. I think the person underneath the hooded figure looks more like Mox. Mox has been doing the curb stomp, and I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the clip, but I don't know. He moves a bit like Mox. Not saying it is Mox, considering last I heard he was under contract with AEW till like 2027. But I mean, at the same time, Jericho also, I don't know. It doesn't look like Jericho. I don't know though. Maybe. I don't know. But opinion on airport meet and greets: don't be following people. That's weird. Don't be following people. El Grande Americano. What happens when Gable returns? What will happen when Chad Gable eventually returns? Be very hard on him because he did start the gimmick, but Kaiser made it. So I don't know what they're insinuating here. It seems a little ridiculous. Gable and Kaiser. Gable's injured. Kaiser, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's enjoying catering. But yeah, I don't know. El Grande Americano's killing it. He's killing it. He's everywhere. Good to finally see he's getting his flowers. Wade Barrett, yo. Wade Barrett should be getting his flowers. Give Wade Barrett his flowers. He's been a fantastic color commentator. I mean, they're comparing like Booker T, Jerry Lawler. I think honestly, take nostalgia out of it. I think Wade Barrett might. I think he's up there with them. I think he is for sure. For sure. Definitive renditions of DX and the Bloodline. I think DX's best form was just Triple H and Shawn Michaels when it was just those two. I mean, you can include, China for sure as well. But like that late 90s run, I think was great. Personal favorite was during like 06, 07, where I think it was 06 or around mid 2000s, where DX, it was Shawn Michaels and Triple H just being more of a comedy role. I think that was a lot of fun. Later 2010s as well, or like not later, late 2010s, but like late 2000s, early 2010s. And then the Bloodline, I think it's Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, Solo. It is that one. You can't. No, the Bloodline's best version was with Solo, undoubtedly. I don't think anyone's going to be arguing that. What are everyone's picks to win? Okay. So the picks for the 2026 men's and women's Royal Rumble. I think we have to kind of just figure out what are going to be the WrestleMania matches headed into WrestleMania. I think it's going to be maybe Punk and Roman. So I think Roman wins the Rumble. I don't know who Cody faces. Maybe it's Cody Randy finally. So I don't think they want to give Randy a third to match Austin. I think they want to give Roman a second. So I think Roman is actually going to be the pick, especially because it's also in Saudi Arabia. They're going to want a big star winning it. And then for the women's Rumble, we got maybe give it to Liv finally. Liv just came back last night, and yeah, Liv's been kind of carrying a lot of portion of the women's division. Maybe we get Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. I think that would be a great match. Maybe Nikki Bella ends up taking the title off of Stephanie here in a couple of months or whatever. Liv wins the Rumble. You finally get that match that they were kind of building up, setting that up to. I'm not saying, I know there's a lot of Nikki Bella haters, but at the same time, like, I feel like that's a good match. So as of right now, I think my picks are Roman and Liv. Roman I'm more set on, though. Oh yeah, I Show Speed. I Show Speed was doing pretty good. Good sounding. I don't know if they're going to show it in this clip. I mean, that's a little over the top, but still, I Show Speed, an absolute athlete. Greatest return of all time, without question.
Wrestling, I just can't really watch it. It's too fake for me. I think that today's wrestlers are actors. Most of them are actors pretending to be wrestlers.
So I'm not gonna diss on Bret Hart. Because he has a couple good points. I feel like it's less gritty now. It's a lot less gritty. I feel like that's also comes with the times though. Like you can watch like newer movies. They're a lot more polished. They're a lot more choreographed. I feel like compared to the older movies. I feel like it's just a change of the times. I don't think what Bret said was entirely wrong. Is it too fake now to watch? I mean, if you look at WWE, and this is how I've kind of always presented it, if you look at it as like a TV show and you just try getting invested in the characters and the stories, and then, I mean, sure, you can... Wrestling, I think... And if your sole purpose is to watch like really, really good wrestling matches, it's always a big plus, but... Anytime I watch wrestling, it's more so for the promos. It's more so for the stories and the characters that they're building up. It's more so watching it through a show point of view rather than looking at through in-ring aspects. And I know it's professional wrestling, but at the same time, if you want more of more grit to it, there's always alternatives. Like there's AEW. TNA does some cool stuff. I feel like TNA is a good mix. I feel like they're more on the wrestling side, but I also think they have some good characters and stories. I haven't watched any AEW, so maybe their entire product's changed. But as far as like AEW from like 2 years ago, I feel like they can't change that much. And I think, honestly, anytime I see anything, it's more so for the good for AEW. So yeah, there's always not dissing on a legend and Bret Hart, but he's always, I don't know, he's always I feel like he's just kind of bitter. Oh yeah, yeah, little John Cena. I saw somewhere that people were saying that it's like a Vince McMahon esque promo story. You know, just a little cool spot. I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's fun, and that's also another thing. You shouldn't be taking wrestling too serious. It's ridiculous. Seth Rollins claims that not everyone on the main roster is in it for the love of the game. Seth Rollins says there are some people on WWE's roster who don't necessarily have a love for wrestling. It's a paycheck, right? It's a job. I also think, before reading into it too much, WWE has kind of catered their audience or catered their talent pool to like not rejected athletes, but like kind of like rejected athletes, like Gable Steveson, right? I'm not saying that he's like big into WWE, but I'm just saying like that's kind of like where they're going down. Like Olympic gold medals don't really have anywhere else to go right now, so I feel like they just kind of WWE's like, hey, I'll give you pop down to NXT.
Will have the entry interval advantage of the numbers game prior to the full.
A little bit more about Jey Uso. Granted, he is far better than a lot of people. And people also kind of chop him down because he's over pushed right now. People are chopping him down because, you know, he's kind of taken the spot. He's kind of turned into our modern day John Cena. With Jey, you're going to see this, and you're gonna. But this is also, to play devil's advocate, Jey Uso's great, but there are too many moments like this. This stuff happens consistently. This consistently happens. Jey has like the 5 moves of doom, very Cena-esque. And you know what? Maybe in a while we shed some new light on Jey. I'm really intrigued with the whole him turning into Roman. If they play into it a lot more, then I'll be on Jey Uso's side again. I don't want Jey right now. What are your thoughts on heel Daniel Bryan? I think this run was great. I enjoyed this run quite a bit. At the same time, I wanted him to lose the title because Kofi Mania, and you know what? It's good. Daniel Bryan's a really good character worker too. He's really good, but he gets outshined by his like impeccable, godlike in-ring ability. Favorite first wrestler as a kid? First favorite wrestler as a kid? So the first show I watched as a kid, I was 4 years old. I watched Zack Ryder versus Kofi Kingston. My favorite wrestler became Zack Ryder instantly. So technically, Zack Ryder was my first favorite wrestler as a kid. But then the main event happened. It was CM Punk and John Cena, and CM Punk immediately won me over. I don't know why. Don't know how. I just thought he looked sick. Slick back hair, tattoos, covered in tattoos. Just a lot of Roman Glazers. It happens. What's my favorite finishing move in wrestling? I got 2. There was a old DX3 disc set, and I watched those a lot as a kid. When it comes to my favorite finishing move, it has to either be the Sweet Chin Music or the Pedigree. Pedigree, I know people are kind of iffy on the Pedigree. I think when you hook the arms and you like don't let go, it is one of the most devastating looking moves, and it's also just extremely dangerous like that. But at the same time, I think if you do a good Pedigree, like the Pedigree in general is like a really good finishing move. I know there's like the RKO. The RKO is great. Stone Cold, you know, the stunner, you choke slam, F5, Tombstone. Tombstone's also really good. Choke slam's kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest with you. Choke slam's mid. Sorry. F5, kind of boring. It's cool, but it's still kind of boring. Either way, yeah, no. I think mine's either the Sweet Chin Music or the Pedigree. We need to clean this. We need to clean the mat up a little bit. I know. Also, with the mat being like this, people are. I know this is one of the big driving factors, and I want Vince back. Vince would never let this happen. Sure. Prices go on up. Sure, for tickets, but at the same time, I don't know. I think a lot of people who mainly want Vince back are kind of just not paying attention to the late 2010s, where it was, honestly, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to be a wrestling fan during almost the entirety of the 2010s. It had its moments, for sure. For sure. There was quite a few good moments. But you have to seep through and search through the woods of absolute piles of dog shit to get to the good stuff. There ain't no way I want Vince back. And I also think a lot of people who are saying it are new wrestling fans who recently, because of the resurgence of WWE in popularity, I think there are a lot of new fans that are basically just saying that, hey, no, we want Vince back. Shut up. Shut up. Can go from the most hated to most loved. I don't know. Brock's weird. I never wanted him back in the first place. This was a miss. This was a miss not to have these two, but like, so it's kind of a double-edged sword in the way of either, because you're building these two up. This was the Fiend's first feud. So if you're going to have Demon Finn Balor beat him, people are going to say that they buried him. Demon Finn Balor, big presence at the time. If you have the Fiend take out Demon, granted, his stock rises exponentially, but also people are going to say you buried Demon Finn Balor. So, like, I don't know. It was a lose-lose scenario. I think both characters, like, Balor shouldn't have lost to Roman the way he did. It should not have been Demon Finn. And also shouldn't have lost to Edge at Mania 39. And then also, Fiend shouldn't have lost, period. LA Knight, I want to see LA Knight do a lot more. LA Knight should definitely be a main eventer. He has the look. He has the promo. He's been getting a lot better in-ring ability, which people were saying was his biggest flaw. LA Knight, like I said, should be a main eventer. He should have won the Money in the Bank back in 2023. Should have won it in 2024. Didn't for both of them. Should have won it in 2025. Give him something. They gave him the United States Championship. Barely booked him. They gave him, they throw him in these feuds. He rises. He pushes through. LA Knight in the feud against Roman Reigns, LA Knight was the most talked about, and it was just because they were actually booking him well. LA Knight can carry. He can carry. I mean, I'm not saying that he carried against Logan Paul, but their feud, they had a great feud. Anything you give LA Knight, if you give LA Knight just a little bit, he goes a long way with it. He goes a long way with it. It's like a Ziggler, dude. Like, come on. Either way, thank you all for watching. Make sure you go down below. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can watch and react to it live with me over here on Twitch at PowerbombInc. You can, if you want to be involved in future polls or future notices of when I'm going to go live, go follow me over on Instagram. I'll be posting in my stories. Either way, like I said, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Whatever time is for you. Goodbye.